left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Wake and Jake in the morning, Wake and Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Oh, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. When you need me, call me. Good morning, Bakers. Good morning, Bakers. Cowherd. Ah! Joy. We're back in the Roosevelt Studios in the Bronx, baby. RSVLTS. I got a shirt on that's from Roosevelt / Jomboy. They've been with us the whole baseball season, and that's right. It's been the whole baseball regular season. We got postseason matchups. We'll talk about that a little bit. Maybe we'll deeper dive tomorrow. It'll be all over the Jomboy Media Network. We're doing Talking Baseball after this. Hope y'all are doing good today. We got a lot of people in the chat. Huge sports weekend. Huge. Oh, might have to reel that in. Producer BBD in the corner, looking beautiful and bodacious, just like all you guys today and gals. It's going to be a great week. Oh, my God. Or terrifying if you're a Yankees fan. We'll talk about that a little bit. BBD, Football Mondays. We have so much to get through. We're going game of the night, pigskin. And the game of the night is pigskin. And today was a little bit of a tricky one. There wasn't like oh my God, you need to talk about this. The Heat are going to the NBA Finals. Basketball kind of not hot in the streets right now. Like NFL Sunday and baseball craziness. I don't know. We'll talk about that a little bit. Let's get into the game of the night. And I think this game had a big comeback, and it's got some interesting talking points. The game of the night for us here was, how about the Bears and the Falcons, BBD? We're in the ATL where the Dirty Birds take the streets. And BBD, these Falcons have a stink that I don't think they can shake. But they start off hot. Matt Ryan, touchdown pass. Brian Hill, sure, 35-yard tutty run. Todd Gurley gets a 10-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. They go up 26-10. 26-10 on the Chicago Bears. And Mitch Trubisky, scratch that, reverse it. Mitch gets pulled. Big Dick Nick Foles off the bench. It's going to be a big week for relief pitchers, and that's what Nick Foles comes in. And he comes in, and it's become a popular phrase around the Jomboy Media Network, mostly because of Trevor Plouffe. But Big Dick Nick drops some dick. 3 tutty passes in the fourth quarter. Jimmy Graham. How about that name? Remember how good he used to be? Allen Robinson II. He's really good. And then Anthony Miller, second year out of Memphis. Yes, love that. It goes from 26-10 to 30-26. The Falcons drop to 0-3. And they had 2 games this year where they had a win probability of 99%. If you played these games 100 times in NFL history, 99 times out of 100, the Falcons would have won them. And they've lost 2 of those. The same team with the 28-3 Super Bowl loss hanging over their heads. I mean, I think it's kind of the story that comes out of the NFL. Foles comes off the bench. It's got to be his job now. We'll see if the Trubisky experience finds a way. The Bears improved to 3-0 somehow. And, man, if you're a Falcons fan, I don't know. I don't know what you do. Dan Quinn somehow kept his job last year with a late stretch. And now here you are doing the same thing. For the Bears, I think Tariq Cohen tore his ACL. I believe I saw that, and that stinks. Short King. My Short King, stay strong. But yeah, I mean, crazy comeback. Bears win 30-26, and Nick Foles takes over a 3-0 Bears football team that's looking kind of good. And if you got Nick Foles, you kind of believe in your team at this point, which is bizarre, but it's kind of how it works. So that was, I think, the craziest football game, and I think one of the best stories with Foles taking over and everything. So, yeah, that was the game of the night. Good for Nick Foles and the Bears. I mean, just tragic for the Falcons. I don't know what you do. So, enjoy that. What do you think, BBD? The rest of the foosball? Bang it out?
Bang it out.
Banger in the mouth? Yeah, let's do it. There's so much sports. So much sports. Sports Mondays. How's everybody doing? Bake the algorithm. Bake the algorithm. Let's get baked. All right. Around the football. Foosball. You ain't got no football, Bobby Boucher. Gurley, 80 yards rushing in that game. Great. Fantastic. Let's see. Are we going to Buffalo, BBD? The Bills, 21-3 at the half. Josh Allen looks fantastic. He's having a crazy year. Real life and fantasty football. People are into that thing. I know you are. Good for the Rams. They come back. They take the lead late in this game, but Josh Allen, beast mode. Throws the game-winning touchdown pass. I believe the Buffalo Bills improved to 3-0. And the Rams, this was kind of a good loss to them. In Buffalo, down a lot. They fought back. You should be feeling pretty good about the Rams and the Bills, to be honest. So good for both of those teams. The Browns and the football team from Washington. Swiggity swooty. Coming for that booty. Cleveland wins 34-20. They're above 500 for the first time since blank, like forever. Tough. Nick Chubb with a big game rushing. Baker, win your games at home. Be a football team. The Browns, I'm not going to give you a ton of love for beating Washington, but good for them. 2-1. Baker Mayfield, QB1. Titans, Vikings. My God. Dalvin Cook, big fantasy day. Buck 81 on the ground. Tutty. Titans come back and they win this game at the end. The Titans improve to 3-0. They're 31. They win the game 31-30. The Vikings are 0-3. This is a team the past couple years that everyone's been like, the Vikings have the most talented team. We got Kirk Cousins. Yikes. Kirky and the Vikes improved to 0-3. Titans are 3-0. Good for them. Good for Mike Rabel. They had that late run last year with Netflix and Tannehill, and now they're doing it again. So Rabel's kind of legit. Tannehill's doing good things. Good for them. Next game I have on here, Patriots-Raiders. Patriots 36, Raiders 20. Cam played well, and he has a giftable moment on the bench, well noted by producer BBD in the notes here. He slides fully off the bench. I don't know, kind of fun. Ooh, fun dancing from the Vikings game on the screen for the YouTubers. Like that. Yeah, this, I don't want to say this one was predictable, but Raiders coming out east. This is a classic team comes out east from the West Coast. Raiders had been running a little too high, playing a little over their heads, / they kind of got gifted a win against New Orleans a little bit. Patriots 36, Raiders 20. Patriots ran for like 250 yards. Rex Burkhead, Nebraska, Huskers, where you at? So that's good for them, and the Patriots are winning. That's kind of what they do as a team. Niners 36, Giants 9. BBD, I don't know how much you want me to talk about this. The New York football teams. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, 36-9. I don't know what you say. The Giants looked pathetic in the second half. Go check out Talking Giants. I can only imagine the emotions and what everyone was thinking on that show. And hey, how about it's a good weekend to not have a Talking Jets podcast? Because if there was one team that maybe looked worse than the Giants, it was the Jets. Blown out by Indy, the final there. What was it? 36-7. So, yeah. So what if you combine those scores? That's what, 72-16, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Is the 2 right?
Think so, yeah.
36 and 36?
36.
Look at that. We're a math pod. Joy. So that's fun. This one was a surprising one. It's going on the screen right now. The Carolina Panthers. They win against the Chargers. The Chargers, who were hot in the streets last week. Justin Herbert. Tyrod got his lung punctured. That wasn't fun. Don't joke about that. Get better, Tyrod. Sorry about that. But the Panthers were playing without Run CMC. No McCaffrey. And Herbert's got good numbers. What happened in this game? I don't know. Panthers or Chargers fans, reach out. That one was a surprising one. Lions beat the Cardinals. Matt Prater, my guy. Prater bombs. He ties it with the field goal, and then he hits the game winner. Lions, little revenge game from the tie from last year when they played the Cardinals. They blew it. Good for the Lions. Like, that's a team that should have a couple more wins. Instead, I think they're 1-2 now. Kyler. A lot of people expected a giant day from him. Not huge. As my Broncos come up on the screen, I don't know what you want to hear. They put a lot of eggs in the Drew Lock basket. Drew Lock's hurt. I mean, they're playing with Jeff Driscoll. Like, I'm sorry. Jeff Driscoll, ain't it at QB. And guess what? The Bucs are starting to figure it out. They improved to 2-1. They win 28-10 in Denver. Like, again, these Broncos aren't anything special, but that's a pretty nice win. The Bucs are the only 2-1 team in their division. How about that? This game was one of the big games of the day. Cowboys Seahawks. Dak finishes with 472 yards. Football has turned into a video game, and that's kind of what they wanted. 37 of 57 passing. Jeez. But BBD. Oh, no. DK Metcalf. Bad times for him. And it doesn't even matter because they're letting Russ cook, baby. Russell Wilson, your early MVP candidate with maybe Josh Allen behind him. I don't know. Russ is hot in the streets. Tyler Lockett, hot in the streets. Bake the algorithm. Tyler Lockett with 3 tutties. Huge fantasy day for him. And yeah, I mean, the Seahawks are letting Russell Wilson pass, and he kind of can't be stopped. And this is what everyone has been saying for like 3 years now. So the Seahawks are nasty. They beat the Cowboys. What else did we miss, BBD? Steelers, Texans. Texans are 0-3. Bill O'Brien made all those moves, and the Steelers are 3-0. And BBD, this one is perfect, and you noted it. Like organizations. Every year I become more of a believer in organizations and ownership and GMs and coaches. The Steelers, I mean, the team they almost brought to the playoffs last year with Duck Hodges and that other dude. So James Conner and Juju with big games. Pittsburgh shuts them out in the second half. 3-0 Steelers, 0-3 Texans. This was a huge game yesterday. Green Bay and New Orleans, Sunday Night Football. Football night in America, baby. Rodgers and Breeze, the old men shooting it out. Rodgers had a couple signature throws last night. Couple back feet, let it sling. Lazard was a beast for them. Packers end up winning. Drew Brees and the Saints, their offense started looking a little better. Drew started slinging it. Kamara's disgusting. Alvin Kamara. Collinsworth called him the best running back in the NFL. Kamara's kind of unreal, the way he can just break tackles. It's kind of different. You don't see a lot of running backs do it the way he does. His crazy run is going on the screen right now. And Drew Brees slung one to Manny Sanders. They're hoping that sparks the offense. Man, the Packers, they were 13-3 last year. Everyone was like, I'd expect them to come back to earth. Well, guess what? Rodgers is a sicko. Is that everything? Did we get every game? Bengals, Eagles tie. Eagles are gross. Joe,
Stinky.
Very stinky. Eagles get the tie. I think that's all the football games, BBD. What jumps out? What do we miss? What are you thinking?
I know there's something about Doug Peterson and a field goal I heard people complaining about, but I didn't see the game. Baseball was nuts. We're about to go there. Russell Wilson, probably MVP favorite, but if Josh Allen keeps doing what he's doing, probably him. I don't know. It's week 3.
Week 3.
Russ has like the narrative going for him.
Yeah.
The people want him to win. This is the thing going around with like he hasn't gotten an MVP vote before.
Right.
So that's like doing him a lot of favors this year.
Yeah, that's it's so funny how much narratives now tie into MVP awards. Except baseball, kind of. Baseball's gone extremely nerdy with it.
Yeah, I think they still have
Like
a bit of a
Rookie of the
tie goes to
Year.
the team on the guy on a better team, but yeah, they don't care.
Russ has been nasty. Rodgers has been nasty. Tom Brady and the Bucks is a story like that's developing. And then yeah, man, I mean, BBD, we said it with the Texans and Steelers, but look at the teams that lost this weekend. The Chargers lose at home to the Panthers, coming off like a great Chiefs game. Like, that's kind of who the Chargers have been. The Jets. Yep. Yeah, man. Washington. So, highlighted a lot of teams there, and tonight is going to be a great football game. We'll talk about that in a little bit. BBD, let's do some baseball. We'll try to bang this out quick. I feel bad. You got a ton of notes in here. I love it. Final day of the MLB regular season. All the games kicked off at the same time. My sweet Jessica had a friend's B-day yesterday. We met up at a brunch, and I was talking to these guys who weren't really sports guys. And I was like, oh, yeah, all the games start at the same time because they don't know how it's going to finish, and, like, it could change the playoff seeding. And they were kind of looking at me like, don't care. Just, like, really don't care. Yankees lost to the Marlins 5-0. That game kind of didn't matter. Yankees looked awful, and that's kind of one of their signature moves this year. Orioles-Jays. This game kind of did matter. If the Jays won, the Orioles 7-5. Toronto was up 4-1. Orioles have a giant inning. They tie it at 4s. Then they go ahead 7-4. The Jays, they bat a little bit, 7-5 in the 8th. They can't come back. The Jays would have jumped up to the 5 seed, and the Yankees would have dropped down to the 8th. I think Yankee fans would have kind of wanted that to try to light a fire under the team. So that happened. Nats 15, Mets 5. This game didn't matter. Soto gets a hit and gets pulled. Doesn't help me in the homer draft, Soto. Trey Turner hits a grand slam. Pete Alonso, 2 homers to make his year look pretty good. 15-homer year from Pete Alonso. Good for him. He got off to a really slow start, bounces back. Boston and the Braves, this game didn't matter. Atlanta's going to play the Reds in the postseason. Whew. A lot of people going to be on upset watch there. Boston wins 9-1. Good. I hope they messed up their draft position. That's a biased take. I haven't looked into that yet. In the Central, Royals-Tigers didn't matter. Brady Singer finishes off his year really well. Alex Gordon retires. That's pretty fun. Adalberto Mondesi finished nuts. So that's some deep cuts. He probably won some people some fantasy baseball leagues. Good shit, Adalberto Mondesi.
Brady Singer, future friend.
Oh, I like that, BBD. A little inside. This was like the big game that could have changed everything. Well, actually, 2 of these games in the Central. The first one, Cubs and White Sox. Cubbies start blowing them out. They go up big. I think this game got to 10-0 Cubbies. Reynaldo Lopez for the White Sox got knocked around, gave up 6 in 1.1 innings pitched. Cubs were up 7-0. Bryant, Bodie, and Billy, the Killer Bees, Billy Hamilton. How about that? Stole home. Okay, this is a blowout, and if the White Sox won, there's a chance they could move up, blah, blah, blah. Oh, 5-run 8th. Grandal, Robert, Mazzara, Engel. Okay. Grandal homer in the 9th with no outs. It goes to 10-8. Cubs bullpen, been pretty bad. This game doesn't matter to them. Could matter for the White Sox. They get a hit. They can't get the big knock after that. Sox lose. They drop to the 7th seed, and they'll be facing Oakland. But this game got kind of fun late. Delayed talking Yanks by a couple minutes. The other game that mattered, Indians, Pirates. The Pirates with a big lead. Was it 6-2? I think it was 6-2.
Think so.
Yeah, 6-2 lead after the Adam Frazier double. Key Brian Hayes. Get used to that name. He's really good for the Pirates. But Carlos Santana, big for the Indians. They come back. He has a big 2-run double after he homered earlier in this game. Cleveland wins 8-6, and that gives them the 4th seed in home field versus my New York Yankees / BBD's New York Yankees. Reds, Twins, game half didn't matter / it kind of could have. There could have been so much chaos yesterday, and it didn't happen. Every team left the door open, but that was the problem. No teams went through the door. I guess Cleveland half did. That's about it. Reds win in extras. At that point, it kind of didn't matter. Reds and Twins, exciting playoff teams. Brewers, Cardinals. They win 5-2. Cardinals clinch a playoff spot. Brewers left the door open to be out of the playoffs. They stay in. They'll be the 8 playing the Dodgers. In the West Coast, BBD, a game that also mattered. Padres, Giants. Giants win and they're in with the Brewers' loss. Padres go up early. 1-0. Will Myers home run finishes with the highest OPS on that team. Will Myers. Mauricio Dubon ties it with the solo shot. Padres. Mitch Moreland. 3-run inning in the 7th. RBI double in the 4th. I think it was 5-1, but the Giants fight back. It's 5-4. Brandon Crawford. Wilma Flores. Homers. It's 5-4. Giants get some brutal calls by the umpires in the last inning. A lot of angry Giants fans on the interstate to finish off the day. Tough. Rangers 8, Astros 4. Game doesn't matter. Houston makes the playoffs with a losing record. Pretty nutty. D-backs blew out the Rockies. Cole Calhoun homers, important for the homer draft. And the Dodgers win 5-0 over the Angels. Angels GM Billy Epler gets axed after the game. Not sure why. BBD, that's the baseball. A lot of moving parts there. What did we miss? What was good? What was bad?
Well, end of that White Sox game, pretty brutal strike 3 call on Mazara. Strike 1 wasn't great either. So that kind of stinks. Just not the way you want the game to end. The result kind of doesn't matter. Well, it got close again, so it did matter. But White Sox probably would rather face Oakland than the Yankees, just on paper, pitching stuff. I don't know. You tell me in the comments. Bumgarner gets his first win of the season in the last game of the season. So that's
look at that.
Funny. He had the IL stint and was bad at the beginning, so it kind of math checks out.
Yeah.
Short season.
I missed the Oakland A's. Someone in the chat just said that A's beat the Mariners 6-2, and they moved up to the 2 seed, right?
Yeah, I guess they did slide
So,
up.
yeah, I guess that did kind of matter. Shout out Oaktown A's in the chat. Appreciate
They're
you.
good.
Sorry about that. That's on me. Oakland, the second best team in the American League. How about that? Good for them.
Unfortunately, probably with the way they formatted it, you'd rather be 3 than 2.
Yeah.
Pretty much unilaterally. They're
Yeah.
going to the bubble after the first round, so.
The White Sox are limping. Montas had 13 Ks. Holy smokes. That could be big for them. So, good for them. Pretty well. Phillies choked yesterday. God. So dumb. Rays sweep them. If the Phillies won one game this weekend, they would be in the playoffs. And they're not. DJ LeMahieu won the batting title. A lot of people looking for that because we are Yankees fans. Luke Voit wins the homer thing. First teammates to do that since the 60s or something.
Mets finished in last in the division, which is funny. Mets is a Getsy.
Yeah. So there will be so much playoff baseball stuff coming in the couple days. Talking baseball episode coming up after this. Probably preview it a little on Wake and Jake tomorrow. So we'll be with you guys through that. We have a couple more sports we got to get through. BBD, the basketball. How about this? The shooty hoops. Again, basketball kind of not hot in the streets right now.
Get to the finals.
The Miami Heat beat the Celtics. I'll be quick with this. 125-113. Didn't watch this game. Did read the box scores and watch the highlights. It was 198 Boston with 6 minutes, 30 seconds left. Heat go on a run. And it's Bam Adebayo had a crazy game. I'm going to talk about him a little bit. Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero. These are the names that are doing it for the Heat. Marcus Smart, not a great shooting day. It's whatever. Tatum could have done a little more from our Boston friends that were texting us about it. I mean, this should be like a giant story, but it's kind of not. Like, the Heat won the East. The Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, the guy that people were debating in this offseason. Should he get a max contract? That last year, his knees might be bad. The Heat look like geniuses.
Show me the people picking them to win the East before the season.
You're not going to find a lot of them. So, good for them. I mean, a Lakers Heat finals, LeBron's old team, LeBron's old coach, Spo. So, yeah, hopefully that series is fun. I mean, the Heat do have a couple guys that can, like, guard Bronny. So that could be fun. Jimmy Butler, Adebayo.
They all have defensive versatility for the most part, too, so they can pretty easily make some switches.
I think it's going to be a fun series. I really do. I don't think the Lakers kind of got challenged too much. Whoa, blackout. So, yeah, good for the Heat. Again, can't deep dive into this game because I didn't watch it, but I will talk about it in a little bit. And then BBD, lastly, I don't know if you have the slappy sticks. If you don't, it's okay. If you do, you're beautiful. Our Dallas Stars are fighting back, apparently. Stars win 3-2 in double overtime on Saturday, forcing Game 6. It's tonight. We might have to watch this because we told you guys. Like, if there was a game we could watch, we might watch it. There's 2 really good sports games on tonight. We'll get there in a second. Good for the Stars. Go 7. Let's go 7. The guy who scored the game winner, I think Rusty in the chat will tell me the name in a second. There is something cool about playoff hockey that, like, the same dudes show up. The guy that scored the game winner from Dallas, I definitely recognized him from another team and was like, this guy shows up in the playoffs. That's pretty cool. Corey Perry. Was he on, I think he was on the Ducks, if I remember correctly. Jakey Hockeys? Slappy Sticks? Is that factually accurate? Someone in the chat check me. Either way, Stars win. They're playing Game 6 tonight. We may be doing that. We may be watching it tonight. Stanley Cup. Baseball playoffs. Basketball finals.
Potential championship clincher tonight.
Holy smokes, it's happening. So that's the sports. That's the hockey. Absolute chaos. Tampa still leads 3-2. Yeah, Game 6 tonight. In BBD, before we get into one of our fake final segments of the night, we'll do the comment of the day. Here we bake the algorithm. If you're new to the show, you've heard me whisper bake the algorithm into the mic a few times. You guys like, comment, review. We're up to 222 reviews on the podcast app. That's pretty incredible. Go leave one there. I've got one of the reviews from there. Wherever you guys are watching, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, the podcast app, leave a like, leave a review, leave a comment. It all helps. And leave your comments. They could be silly. They could be about sports. They could be fun. And we review them in this part of the show. Sometimes we get some good sports fodder. Sometimes you're making fun of us, and we like that. I have one of those today. Daniel Perez left a comment last Friday's episode. I had just gotten my haircut. He said, Jake looks like an 8-year-old whose mom picked out her little man's haircut. No disrespect, it's the babyface. We are a babyface pod, so thank you, Daniel, kind of. And then on the podcast app, my guy Chosen Souls like the shoe, not like your soul. He said, can't properly wake without a little Jake. Been there. Sounds like the ladies. And he said we've got a lot of people that are doing like online classes and stuff, and they watch during that. So I encourage that because I think that's what I would be doing. So thank you guys for leaving your comments and reviews. Keep baking the algorithm. Share with a friend. We are in the sports orgy. Me and BBD had a conversation the other day, like what happens when the sports kind of stop. We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll go to like 3 times a week or something. I don't know. We'll talk about it. But right now we are in it, people. So come enjoy with us. Share with a friend. We like sports. We don't care who knows it. BBD leading into our fake last segment, the bro of the night. This award goes out to someone who had a standout performance or did something special, stands out to us. Before we get there, people, we've been telling you, bottle keeper, bottle keeper, bottle keeper, where you keep my bottle. Guys, bottle keeper, last Friday, we did the bottle keeper X. That's like the extreme. Again, the company's bottle keeper. This is the bottle keeper. I got the American flag one out today because I'm American. And this is the OG. They made the bottle keeper X. That's like if you're going hiking, you're getting after it, you're going to want that bottle keeper X. This is the bottle keeper. This is everywhere and everything, man. This, again, I said this about the bottle keeper X. I'm saying this about the bottle keeper. If the company's named after it, it's like an album. This is the moneymaker. This is it. This is the one. They got all sorts of designs on this. Again, got the American bottle one going. Fits 99% of all bottles, they said. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to call them out on that.
That's on bottles.
That's on bottles. Because they do make a stubby version of this. If you've ever drinking like the Coors Stubby. And I mean, if you're looking at me and think I haven't drinking a Coors Stubby, I mean, come on, people. But it's got the bottle opener on it. I think it's $30. Bottle Keeper's the best. Again, they were on Shark Week. They're legit. They're awesome. They like us. We like them. Go check out their stuff. If you bundle stuff together, it's cheaper. Like, that's how businesses should work, I think. So go check out Bottle Keeper. We thank them. Keeps your bottle cold for like a week and a half. That's, again, some different rumors around that. Go check them out, bottlekeeper.com. Promo code Jomboy, 20% off. Bro of the night, BBD. I'm going with Bam Adebayo. Again, I keep saying basketball's not hot in the streaks. I said Bottle Keeper was on Shark Week. They were on Shark Tank. We could get them on Shark Week.
It could come.
They would fit well on Shark Week. BBD, Bam Adebayo is my bro of the night. 32, 14, and 5 in a clinching Eastern Conference Finals playoff game. And he got hurt the other game, remember? We were like, is the wrist going to be a thing? Apparently not.
Non-issue.
His homeboy balled out. And after the game, he was like, yeah, I didn't have my best game 5, so I wanted to do this. And it's like, oh, okay. That's a really good game plan. And BBD, I think it was probably one of our best sports conversations on here is when Jokic was going nuts and we were talking about kind of the future of the NBA center and what does it look like. Ideally, it's guys like Bam and Joker that can pass and can rebound and can, make the open shot. 32, 14, and 5. That's crazy. And man, he's going to, everything sounds like he's ready for the test. He's going to be guarding Anthony Davis. He's going to be guarding LeBron. Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero. Like Bam, there's an argument to be made that he's just as good of a player as Jimmy Butler? Question mark?
Maybe like a year away from that.
I like
by
Jimmy.
the end of next season.
Yeah.
It probably won't be a hot.
I mean,
take.
I do like Jimmy Butler a lot, but it's Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo are leading the Heat with Tyler Hero, with Dragic, with some other guys.
Great supporting cast.
But Bam Adebayo 32, 14, and 5 against the Celtics in an Eastern Conference Finals clinching game. That's insane. So he gets it from me. The Heat are going to the NBA Finals. Yeah. So that's my bro of the night. BBD, who do you have?
Jake, I feel a little weird not giving football a nod from either of us for bro of the night.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm giving my bro of the night to Carlos Santana.
Ooh.
Had kind of a tough season.
Yeah.
Overall. But he gets the 2 big hits yesterday, propels them into home field in the first round.
Yeah.
And the one series that you get to be home. I think they're all in hotels anyway, so they don't get to sleep in their own beds, but
yeah,
it's their ballpark and everything else. And hey, the overall product this year from him wasn't great, but he had a few timely hits throughout the year and big games when they needed them. And they don't have much offense to work with, and he's a guy. If they get him going,
he's a dude.
I am scared of them.
Yeah. He's sneaky, one of the best hitters in MLB the last decade. Really good on base, really good power. And that's kind of going to be the story of this baseball postseason for me is going to be like, hey, Carlos Santana didn't have a great regular season, but if he has a good postseason, who cares? Because it was 60 games. So, yeah, he looks really good. Josh Allen and Russell Wilson probably get jobbed. I feel like Russell Wilson could probably get Bro of the Night every Monday, the way it's looking this year. Josh Allen, man, good for him. Undefeated Buffalo. He's balling out. Good for Carlos Santana. I think us as Yankee fans would be feeling a little better if we were playing the White Sox. But we are not.
Certainly if we were playing the White Sox, who have
Limped
stumbled
into
to the
playoffs,
finish line a bit.
No Bieber. Yeah, so good Bro of the Night. A lot of candidates. So much sports. I mean, Corey Perry. My God. Game winner. Double OT. Hockey. Sure. Someone in the chat says Kurt Busch won. Was there a NASCAR race? Sure. Missed it. BBD, what to watch for tonight? There's two obvious ones. I'll let you do it, Big Daddy.
Well, what to watch tonight? Kind of easy this time around. There's no baseball. They're on their bye day. The Cardinals don't have to do their weird doubleheader.
Yeah.
There's no basketball. They start Wednesday? Wednesday's going to be a crazy day.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
So you got two choices tonight. You got Monday Night Football between the Chiefs and Ravens, which is probably what I would personally choose. But you also have Stanley Cup Game 6, which is an elimination game or title-clinching game, however you want to frame it.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff. If there's a night to give the hockey a try, it's this night.
Yeah. Big hockey Game 6, Stanley Cup Finals. Dallas trying to make it. Tied series, 3s. I mean, I feel bad for hockey because this could end up being the best football game of the regular season. It's Chiefs-Ravens. A lot of times you build these games up, and they're not that good. I feel like football's been better with that recently, though, because offenses are so dynamic that, like, the Chiefs are going to score. The Ravens are going to score. Like, there's kind of no stopping them. It's how can you slow them down and maybe one stop or a forced fumble, something like that. You're going to watch the football game and enjoy it. Flip over to hockey, maybe. Halftime. Although those halftime...
I don't know the timing of everything.
Those halftime shows have been electric. And, yeah, no baseball today, so go enjoy the other stuff for today. And then, Wednesday's line up to be one of the craziest sporting days ever. So,
they forced Game 7 in hockey.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be a monster day.
Nuts. It's going to be a 30 for 30. So, thank you guys, bakers. Share with a friend. Bake the algorithm. Like, comment. Something silly. Something sports. We appreciate you guys. Check out the Jomboy Media Network today. Morning Just Happened. It's on his own YouTube podcast. Go check that out. Talking Yanks. A little scary. A little emotional. Check that out. Talking baseball. Coming up in a minute. Talking Giants. That's got to be emotional. Pinstripe Strong. My guy Joe's McFly, Keith McPherson. I think Chris is back. I don't know. Thank you guys and gals. Appreciate you. God, I love you. Bake it. Bake it.